Houston about to kick off to get things underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And he loses the football. Kicking team's got it.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get lucky. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oklahoma's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Might as well give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Trying to get the edge on the right. Turning it on. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his lane. 25, it's a nice number.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Houston going up-tempo.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Let's talk for a second about Houston. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, it hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. Gonna run it. It's Ramsey. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up on this red.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Second down, he'll throw it. There's a heat. Looking deep. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Tight end now in motion. He'll set up to throw. Right out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Here's the pressure, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
And he tags on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. The screen, he can go. Fights off a defender. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, give on the inside. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just taking the in. This drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Punts it out of the air.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Toss to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Hard running there. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Houston will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Turner. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside give. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. At the 45 on his way. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to take the top off. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the running back.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. Breaks the tackle. Picks up the first down. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Back has it. Finds some fresh air. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Peace. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown Sooners! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down. Offense ready to go back to work. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Give to the running back. Moving past the 25. He's running free down the middle. Past the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Dalton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He might want another play. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's good. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So 1st down will open up the final period. Pulled and fired complete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
He wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown Sooner. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
He wants to go deep. He's got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days. How about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner goes down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Finds his man. It's Murphy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Murphy. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play.